But guys, at this point, you know, we try to bring you the fire, the heat to these market mastery calls, right? We want to bring you the best of the best. And I started thinking, and you know, as I was coming back from London, we had a big convention out in London in February. And you know, in the airport, it was just interesting how it happened. Through the airport, connected with this gentleman, Mr. Nick Gomez. Many of you guys know him from Go Live, Mr. XRP himself. And you know, we were talking, and he was talking to me about Swipe Coin. And a few weeks ago, if you guys were here, you guys heard from my boy Ivan Paychecks, and he shared his story. And you saw some of the power of cryptocurrency. And I wanted to bring Nick on because, one, Nick is a great trader, right? This guy knows the ins and outs of the markets. He's been trading crypto. He'll explain the differences a little bit between, you can trade crypto like Forex, which is leverage, but you can also buy and hold crypto for long-term investing, and he'll mention that. But I also spoke to Nick, and I said, Nick, I just need to know how this scanner works. How many of you guys have wanted to know how the crypto scalper works? If you've ever wanted to know that before, drop a 1 in the chat. If you've said, man, how does this crypto scalper work, and how can I get trades off of it? And so what I asked Nick to do is just show us a little bit of the scalper and how it works, and kind of give us a little insight to it. So guys, number one, I want you to understand, he's been trading for years, right? He's big on crypto. He's bullish on crypto. He knows exactly what he's doing with XRP and Bitcoin and all of these altcoins, right? When the boom was happening, he was in on it. When the bearish run started, you know, he told you guys how to get in and out of trades. He's making money on crypto now. And he's also a Chairman 25. Now, what does that mean? I think it's the perfect picture of a chairman who builds the business, but also trades, and he also invests, and he's in these charts, but he built, and he's not ashamed of either. And so guys, I want you to give a warm welcome. I want you to blow up this freaking chat right now. If you're on your phone, drop fire emojis. If you're not on your phone, I want you to drop 444s for Chairman 25, Go Live Educator, Swipe Coin Master, Mr. Nick Gomez. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, Nick, welcome, bro. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Do you hear me loud and clear?
You're good, bro. Welcome, bro. Thanks for being with us, man.
Of course. What's going on, everybody? Hey, everybody. Let's put a 111 for your soon-to-be, already done chairman leader, Steve Max. What's up, everybody? 111 in the chat box. Listen, he wanted to put this call together for really all of you guys to really get educated about the markets, crypto, investing, you know, balancing crypto, trading and building. And I want to bring you guys just some value. I want to give you guys the information on how to use the Swipe Coin Scalper on a day-to-day basis, how to utilize and take advantage of all the products that IM really has. And I can tell you, as a builder, for some of you guys that don't know me, I've been in the industry of network marketing for 7 years. I've been trading for 5. And it is the best 2 industries that you could combine and create 2 different income streams. I'm actually going to be even sharing you guys how, with just this one platform, I'm going to be sharing with you guys, you could generate 3 different income streams with what I'm about to share with you guys, and it's called generational wealth. So I'm just going to get this kick started right out of the gate, folks. Let's go over here. I'm just going to share my screen. So Steve, if you could actually let me share my screen. It says host disabled attendee. Yep, there we go. Okay, perfect. So let's share this screen. Let's get straight to it. So guys, very, very important. If you guys don't know what cryptocurrency is, I'm going to be giving you guys a little context about Bitcoin cryptocurrency. It's a digital coin. Most of us trade Forex. Of course, we're in a Forex-based Forex-based company. And the other market that we trade is called cryptocurrency. It's like digital money, but there's no sole owner, entity, or somebody that controls this. And why is it so important to get educated about this, and why is it so powerful? You guys have access to this in IM thanks to Swipecoin and DCX, and if you have the Elite Pack, you're gonna have access to everything that I'm covering. But Bitcoin's been the highest performing asset the last 10 years. Listen to this, the highest performing asset outran any indice, any commodity, any asset in the entire world the last 10 years. It has outgrown anything. We have gone from literally a penny to over $20,000, and people have made a fortune. And even in the yearly lows of Bitcoin, we have gone from 465, 200, 185, 365 over the years. But even with the lows printed every single year, we are still consistently gaining. And look, guys, we've been close to $10,000 already this year, and I could tell you what's to come for crypto is very, very powerful, because everything that's important to understand. See, if you look at cryptocurrency and we compare it to different markets around the world, we're looking at gold, the world's money, stock market, real estate. Listen, we are a little drop in the ocean of wealth, a little drop in the ocean of the world's money. We are $0.14 trillion of what all of the money in gold is, 7 trillion, world money, 90 trillion. And that should give you guys an understanding that you guys are early adopters, have the opportunity to get educated, early invested. And I'm telling you guys, you could see a lot of serious profits and gains in the market if you get educated and take action. So just so you guys can kind of get an idea, cryptocurrency is very, very new. It's a fairly 10 years old. Just if we were to get to $60,000 of Bitcoin, just one Bitcoin, we'd be worth $1 trillion as a whole, as a market capitalization. So there's a lot of room for growth. And I could tell you guys are blessed to have this information. It changed my life, and I am. And obviously these calls are going to position you guys into what I call generational wealth. So something to understand, everything right now with COVID, everything that's happening right now with COVID-19, the coronavirus and whatnot, people are noticing that the need for digital currency is extremely important for a couple reasons. See, typically people don't use cash. Like, guys, open up your wallet right now. Do you even have cash in your wallet? Probably it is a no. You use credit cards, you use debit cards, you're using plastic cards that control our money. Now, recently, with everything that's been going on with COVID, we've been noticing that people have been withholding. China, for example, has been withholding their dollars, or actually fiat currency, because they believe that the actual virus could be on those paper bills, hence spreading the virus. So we've been seeing more and more and more with everything that's going on, the need for a digital currency that could be transacted all over the world. And that's what Bitcoin represents. And I think this is going to be a really, really good opportunity for Bitcoin to shine in regards to every single other market. So before I get into the scalper, before I show you guys what Swipecoin is all about, I wanted to give you guys some context, because when you understand something, when you understand everything before you get involved, then it makes a lot more sense to take action. See, for me, in 2016, 2017, I was getting educated. And I got educated and it made sense. And when it made sense, it made me money. And I got invested in crypto, and it earned me well over a 7-figure portfolio in less than a year, all because I was early. I was educated, though, was the first step. So I want to educate you guys with the importance of cryptocurrency and how you guys can take advantage of it. So something we need to understand, most of us here are in the US, Canada, all of our nations are doing something called reprinting money. Money is being printed into overdrive. And what I mean by that is the Stimulus Act, the SBA loans for businesses. All of this is money that is being literally generated by our government, because there is no limited supply, meaning that we are going through something even worse. Not the COVID, not a recession, but hyperinflation. We are talking about that the purchasing power of our money is losing value every single year. Think of what you could have bought with $100 5 years ago, 10 years ago. For some of you guys here on this call, 20 years ago, what did $100 buy back then, and what could it buy today? A lot has changed, and it's important to understand Bitcoin will only ever have 21 million coins. That's it. It is an asset that is set for it to be the complete opposite of inflation. Instead, a deflationary asset, meaning it'll rise as time goes by, because as you guys all know, supply and demand, if there's more demand for something and less supply, what happens to price? It goes up. So typically, everybody, before I jump into everything we do with Swipecoin, this is what's going on. Every 4 years, we see something called the Bitcoin halving, which means that the supply of Bitcoin is cut in half. But every 4 years, there's also a cycle in cryptocurrency, meaning that we see a bull run, which is 3 years that the market goes up. I've experienced this bull run in 2016 and 2017, where I saw coins go from 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times their worth in literally under a year. And then we have a bear market. Some of you guys probably seen it or heard the rumors of people that they saw Bitcoin go from 20 grand to 3,000, that they saw Bitcoin go from 14 grand to 3,000. All of these different sessions in the market are called cycles. So in the market, we go in through a green phase, which is the bull market, red, which is the bear market, and that blue is called accumulation. After that, we have expansion, then we have reaccumulation. And typically what we've been seeing the last 10 years, it's something called the halving. And the halving just occurred May 12th. And as you guys can see, the halving is represented by the black line. And we just crossed the black line, meaning that right now we are potentially starting a brand new wave of opportunity for Bitcoin. Where, listen, if you pay attention to myself, Crypto Picasso, Ivan Paychecks, listen, Crypto Picasso is one of the best crypto traders in the entire world. He taught me how to trade, and guys, now I'm one of the master traders as well for Swipecoin. I could tell you, I know that in the next 3 to 4 years, Bitcoin will easily be 60, 100, a quarter million, if not more, per Bitcoin. So you guys are in front of the information, in front of the, while everybody else is not educated, is not informed, you guys are literally positioned for you guys to make a lot of money. So this is where this comes in, okay? And I want you guys to really take notes, because this is what made me multiple six figures in network marketing and multiple six figures trading and investing. And this is something I call generational wealth, okay? But it all starts with this. You got to build your business. Look, folks, you can't just go on either side of the coin. Oh, I'm just going to trade, or I'm just going to build. No. That doesn't make sense. It's like a business owner that has a car dealership is saying no to another opportunity of having a car wash because he already has a business of selling cars. No, it's different income streams, different industries. You have to understand there are two different income streams. And guys, saying no to either or is blocking a blessing in another income stream that you could be generating for you. So first steps first, guys, I didn't have a lot of money trading when I started. I didn't. I mean, I wanted to trade big money, but I did not have that asset. I did not have that capital. So what could I do at that present time 5 years ago? Well, I built my business. I ranked up. I generated some income. I generated some residuals, and I took those residuals and I put it into my MetaTrader 4 account. And guess what I did with it? I traded on Swipecoin. I traded with the scalper. I used the different products in the company, like Luke Longmire with Gold Cup and Steady with Justin Ciani. All of these different products, I took my rank advancement money, and I understood that I could multiply it thanks to these great products and services, and I took it to MetaTrader 4, and I built my account. Even understanding it was small, I compounded it, and I compounded it, and I compounded it. And over the years, I was able to generate a high level of profit and create something called a long-term investment portfolio. Listen, this is so important for you guys to understand. You have 3 income streams right in front of you right now. You could build your business, take those monies, take one of your pay quickers, put it into a trading account, generate 10, 20, 30% a month on that trading account, and those profits, pay yourself, but also invest for the long haul. Invest in Bitcoin, invest in XRP at the right times. So you can have 3 different income streams, one company. Guys, 3 different income streams, one company. You have a job, now you have 4 income streams. You got an extra side hustle on top of that, you have 5 income streams. You understand, you hear it all the time, the average millionaire has anywhere from 5 to 7. People, it's right in front of you. 3 different income streams, so take action. No need to be picking either or. Guys, I'm a chairman 25 on one end and I'm a master trader on the other. I just decided to do both, because why block an overwhelming amount of abundance and blessing from one end, all because I think that I only need one? No, you could do both, generate from both, and it'll make you, number one, a better trader. Number two, it'll make you a better builder, and you'll have success stories, testimonials. When you know what you're talking about in trading, it makes it that much easier to build your business, and vice versa. All right, everybody? So listen, this is how you guys can take advantage of Swipecoin. Swipecoin, if you don't know what it is, it's an application. You have access to it with the Elite Pack, with the DCX Pack. You guys could also add it on to your shopping cart. I think it's $50. And you guys have this app, and what it is you get signals in the cryptocurrency market. We do 2 things with Swipecoin. We teach you how to trade it, and then we also teach you how to invest. We trade through the Swipecoin app and the Swipecoin scalper. And these are the results for the first 3 months of the year. We sent 44 wins in the market and only 7 losses, well over 85% accurate. Guys, just with the app trades, we caught well over 9,000 pips just with the app. Why do I love trading cryptocurrency? because look, I have a journal right here. My girlfriend actually gifted this for me. It says, trade less, profit more. Trade less, profit more. In crypto, legit, if you guys look at the charts, every 24 to 48 hours, Bitcoin is moving anywhere from 500 to 1,000 pips. It's a lot more volatile, and I love volatility because there's more profitability. Some of us are a little too scared to jump into the cryptocurrency market or indices market. Guys, where there's volatility, if you have the correct risk management, there is no more risk. There's only more profitability. If you have the correct risk allocation, it only gives you a higher chance to trade less and generate more profits. And what I'm going to be showing you guys today is something also called the swipe coin scalper. And in the last 3 months, it's caught over 8,400 pips. Guys, we've been averaging with the app and the scalper 6,000 pips a month. It's unheard of in the Forex market, but we do it in crypto because the market moves a lot more. So the app, this is how the app looks like, folks. For those of you guys that don't know what the swipe coin app looks like, you literally download it. It's on an app store, Android store. You get to download it whenever one of the master traders, either myself or Crypto Picasso, see an opportunity. Well, we send you a notification on the app, and literally you guys get to see it, and it'll look just like this. You'll get the entry, the pair, what type of order is it? Is it a buy by market, sell limit, a sell stop, the entry price, the stop loss, the take profit? You could literally copy these trades in 30 to 60 seconds, and you go on with your day. And we have a chat function in the app where myself and Crypto Picasso will be keeping you updated on how the trade is performing and doing. Now, what I want to share with you guys though tonight is what we do on the app is called swing trading. But I'm going to show you how to scalp crypto. Guys, if you want to learn how to use the swipe coin scalper, drop a 111 in the chat box, because listen, this move catches this thing catches moves. Like, yo, oh my God, I get fired up. I get fired up with this because I'm a swing trader by heart. I love it, but I also understand that the market, there's so many different opportunities for pretty much for you guys to be able to literally take advantage of scalp trading. So it's literally being able to for example, anytime Bitcoin's about to do a breakout, I'm going to show you a robot that we created that's behind Swipecoin, where while you're in swing trades with our app, you could be scalping the market. So I'm actually just going to go straight into the back office so I could show you guys how to actually use it. So let's go over here. Here we are. Boom. So this is the swipe coin scalper. How do you click on this? How do you find it? Guys, go to im.center. im.center. You're going to click DCX and you're going to click swipe coin. Okay. DCX and then you're going to click swipe coin, not the harmonics, DCX. DCX and then swipe coin. And this will appear. This is how it actually looks like. Now, guys, pay very close attention. What if I told you that anybody on this call could start using this today? That's how simple it is. It's 3 simple rules, and anybody on this call could start using it. And I'm going to show you guys how. First steps first. Let's take away the indicators. Double click on the chart. How does it work? On the right, we get sent signals. These signals that are attached to our Telegram group. I'll send the Telegram group to Steve. So every single time there's an opportunity in the market, you get sent a Telegram notification. And this is how it works, okay? It sends you a notification, and you just have to follow 3 simple rules to validate, to validate the trade. The trade is not valid until these 3 rules are met, okay? These 3 rules have to be met or none of the trades are valid, okay? So what's the first step? This is so simple. You could teach this to anybody who comes into your business. It's that simple. First steps first. We're going to go from a candlestick chart, okay? We're going to go from a candlestick chart to a line chart. Why? Well, if you guys have studied candlesticks, candlesticks have wicks. We have our highs in our candle, and we have our lows. But we also have our open and close. Now, what a line chart represents is just strictly the close of a candle. And that's all we want to watch here with the swipe coin scalper. So first steps first, we go on to the line chart. Now, typically, I always go to the line chart and I make this line bigger because just for aid with my eyes, and I would recommend it for every single person. So first steps first, line chart, okay? Now, let me show a position that was actually valid. So we got a valid position over here. Where's this valid position? Here we go. So the swipe coin scalper, this is how it works. I'm showing you guys actually a valid position that we had. And just so you guys can kind of get an idea, because this is the type of person I am. I need to see it to believe it. This trade that was called by the swipe coin scalper did over 736 pips in a day and 4 hours. 736 pips in a day and 4 hours. This is the type of tool that you have in your arsenal to use, and it's all with you here in IAM. So here we go. Line chart, step 1. Step 2, click the trade, and a red arrow will appear if it's a sell. If it's a blue arrow pointing up, it's a buy. So what trade is this right here? Well, let's look at it. It is a what? A sell. We got a sell right here. So perfect. What's our rule number 2? Spot structure, price needs to break and close. So what is that? What does that mean? Well, if you're brand new, this is what it means in very simple terms. We need to spot structure. What could structure be? If you've gone to the academy, you understand that this is support. And if the market climbs, well, this is now resistance. Top of the range, bottom of the range. This is structure. So we have a couple things. We have now support forming a structure, and we have resistance forming a resistance structure. Bottom of the range, top of the range. So we're going to look for the exact same thing now, hence in our setup. So now that we have the line chart, step 1's done, we're going to look at this trade and we're going to validate it. Let's see if this is a valid trade. Let's go over here. We need to spot structure on this setup. Perfect. Where could we spot structure? Well, let's look for a support line. Where can we spot structure? Well, look at this, folks. And you guys agree this is support, support, support turned into resistance, turned into support. And right where the trade was called, we are where? In support. So this is the structure. That is literally the structure that we have right here. All right. So we have structure. Now, if we look at the actual swipe coin scalper and the rules that I'm sharing with you guys, what do we need for price to do? Price needs to break and close. What is a break and close? Well, we need to break the structure and close. So did we do that very thing? We did. We just did it. That's how simple it is. Perfect. So we did step 2. Now we need to validate the third rule. This is how simple the third rule is. We need to make sure that the yellow line, if it's a sell, so look at the rule number 3. For a sell, 50 EMA, yellow line, has to be above price. What is price? The blue line. Perfect. So if it's a sell, 50 EMA, yellow has to be above. Is it above? Is the yellow line above the blue line? Yes or no? Yes. And that's it. Price is valid. This trade is valid. That's how simple it is. Anybody can learn this. Even if you've gone through the academy videos literally once, you could understand. Change the chart to a line chart, spot structure, break and close, and then just make sure that the yellow line is above if it's a sell, and if it's a buy, the yellow line has to be below the blue line. And that's literally it, folks. Now, what is next? How do we know the entry? How do we get in? Great question. I mean, that's what I asked Crypto Picasso when he showed me this. So once we enter, so for example, once it's valid, well, we're going to take 3 different positions, okay? So follow this with me, okay? We're going to take 3 different positions. Why? We want to minimize our risk, maximize our gain, all right? Minimize our risk, maximize our gain. So like I wrote here, split position into 3 orders. So what does that mean? If your 5% per trade in your account is a 0.10, or you typically drop a 0.30 in your lot size for every trade, well, we're going to break up that 0.30 and drop 3 0.10, 0.10, 0.10. So we'll drop 3 0.10s, which will equal the same risk you already do. But whatever it is you currently do in risk, split it into 3 different orders. Perfect. So now we're going to go and do this. Let me show you guys. We took our first position. So guys, follow with me. Don't get confused. This is our first position. This is our second position. Every position will have a 50 pip stop loss. The first position will have a 50 pip target. Second position will have a 100 pip target. And the third position will have a 150 take profit, okay? 150 TP. Let's go over here. And there we go. Boom. So why do we do this? Why do we do this? Well, let me explain to you guys. Crypto is volatile, but you just got to play chess. You just need to know how to play chess with the market. So this is a strategy that we developed for you guys to maximize profits, minimize gain. And this is how it would work. If you would have entered this position, you entered the position, boom, red line is showing entry. You would have already hit 50 pips. You guys see that? We've already hit 50 pips. First order is now where? In your balance, took profit, you are good to go. Now, what's our strategy? The second position that you have, you're going to move the stop loss to break even, and the third position will move stop loss to break even. So just in case the market decides to pull back and go to your entry, well, you already took TP1 in, and you'll be stopped at break even for 0 risk, or you could even have your stops in profit. So our second position is going for 100 pips. Did we hit a 100 pip target? We did. This position is now closed. Now look at our third position. You guys see this position? We hit our 150 pip target, position is closed. Now, if you guys notice, what did we do? We actually even retested the entry. The entry would have still been valid. And guess what price did? Literally once again. This is what I was just covering with y'all. Guys, this thing dropped in 20 hours. If you would have caught in the retest, 750 pips. 750 pips. So guys, it's that simple to use the swipe coin scalper. I'm going to give another examples, and I just want to see which ones are valid, because guys, it's very important to take a valid setup. Some of these, if they don't follow the 3 rules, then they are not valid. Okay, so let's see if we could find any setups over here. You'll always see them. Here we go, blue arrow. There we go. Here we're looking at as a blue arrow. There it is. You guys see this little blue arrow? Right here, blue arrow. So I'm going to show you guys a buy. Now let's check out this buy, folks. Look at this. In 20 hours, 209 pips. Come on. Come on. One trade, 209 pips. And this is a scalper because our swing trades are for hundreds, if not 1,000 plus pips. You guys will notice that on the swipe coin scalper. So perfect. If you guys can't see it, I'm going to put this on the candlestick chart just so you guys can see the blue arrow. There's the blue arrow, signifying trade. The scalper has called a trade there. Now we need to validate it. So let's bring our 3 rules. Let's bring our 3 rules, okay? Let's do this one more time. Folks, we got to do the line chart. Are we in the line chart? Done. We need a spot structure. Spot structure. Well, let's find some structure here. Since it is a buy, we're going to need to find resistance. Okay, cool. Well, can we agree that this is resistance? Resistance, 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 resistance. Very simple stuff. Okay, cool. We found resistance. Nice. We need this resistance now to break and close above. Guys, did it break and close above? Yes. So now, rule number 2, done. Now we need to now go to the third rule. For a buy, 50 EMA, the yellow line, has to be below the blue line. Guys, is the yellow line below the blue line? Yes. Folks, we got once again another valid position. So if you would have entered, once again, we take our 3 positions from the break and close. So 50 pips, let's go here. You could have caught the retest or you could have caught the initial breakout. Same thing goes. I mean, guys, this is literally, to me, this is one of the most powerful tools that you guys can get your hands on. All right. First target, 50 pips. Second target, 100 pips. Third target, 150 pips. Guys, and if you guys could see this, we smacked every single target. TP1 done, TP2 done, and TP3 done. Now, let me teach you guys a little advanced strategy that I recommend. For the third position, once your stops are already at break even, for those of you guys that understand the power of crypto, you guys could actually trail your stop as market moves. So for example, your stop's at break even. I recommend you guys move your stops. Bitcoin moves up 50 pips, move your stop 20 pips. Bitcoin moves another 50 pips, move your stop another 20 pips. Bitcoin moves another 50 pips, move your stop at 20 pips. Or you guys could even in the computer do this automatically. And this is a way for you to catch the whole massive move instead of just catching the 150, which to me, more than enough. No need to get greedy, but I'm just showing you guys a different strategy that you could utilize and use the swipe coin scalper. Now, folks, the swipe coin scalper, depending on how volatile the market is, we will be seeing anywhere from, I'd say, 10 to 20 trades a week. But if they don't meet the 3 rules, the trade is not valid. Once again, if they don't meet the 3 rules, trade is not valid. It's a no-go. So if it didn't break and close the structure, if the 50 EMA is not above or below price, then you can't take it. You have to wait. We have to have the certain parameters for it to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this scalper has done literally well over 2,000 pips every single month. And all you guys have to do is take it. So, okay, show us one more invalid trade. Well, let's cover an invalid trade. Let's see. We also do Ethereum. I strongly recommend just using the scalper with Bitcoin. Let this thing load over here. Let's see. And guys, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask away. So let's go over here to a Bitcoin chart. Okay. And over here, I think this thing just a little bugged out really quickly. Give me a second here. There we go. All right. So let me show you guys what an invalid position would look like. So let's just go to one of our old ones, click a random one. Let's go. Let's find a red arrow. Let's find a red arrow over here. If you guys have any questions, just stop me. Now this one was valid. You guys see this? You guys see this sell? We clearly broke the structure. Now that you guys know the rules, you guys could easily see it. Broke structure, and the 50 EMA was above. Okay, perfect. You guys see this? Look at this. So sometimes, I'll be very frank with you guys, sometimes the robot will call a buy and a sell at the same time. But you just got to have the parameters ready. Whichever of the parameters are met, then you guys could take it. Does that make sense? So perfect. We have to now make sure that we break resistance. So for example, this would be an invalid setup. So for example, we could say that this is resistance, or we could argue that this is resistance. We need a clear point of resistance. So let's say right here, we need a break and close above. And if you guys could see, we didn't actually get that big impulse break and close. Meanwhile, on the sell side, where we had the sell, if I actually could find that very order, I think it was right here, we completely broke that setup. So here, once again, this trade would not have been valid. You guys see that? This is another invalid setup. Look at this. The move happened after, right here. But this would have not been valid. We would have needed a break and close. You guys see that? This is not valid. We need structure to break the support for it to be valid. And I'm glad we're showing these examples, guys, so you guys can actually get a good idea on how this looks like for some invalid setups. Does it matter about time frame to use a scalper? 100%. Only stay in the 15-minute chart in regards to the scalper. And these are just some ideas and showing you guys that have happened in the past of valid and invalid setups. Okay, that's the buy. That was valid. Let's look for a sell, if we could get a sell. Now, keep in mind, guys, some of these setups are to be. So look, another invalid setup. No break and close. So if we have support, so for example, we draw support over here. There's no break and close from this. So price called to sell right here. We would needed a break and close below this actual price. So that would have not been a valid setup. Okay. So all of these guys, question just to double check, only trade. Yeah, I would only recommend Bitcoin because it has more movement. Some of the Ethereum trades, they hit everybody, but I would just recommend for those of you guys that are beginners, really practice it first with Bitcoin, because you guys, for those of you that have never traded Bitcoin before, every dollar that it moves is 1 pip. Every dollar that it moves is 1 pip. And risk management, for every $200, this is like a rule of thumb. I recommend you guys just play by your percentage and your balance for for your risk management. But this is a rule of thumb: for every $200 in your balance, you put a 0.01. Okay. So if you have 600 bucks in your account, you could put up to a 0.03. And if you're using the scalper, you would put 3 orders of 0.01, 0.01, and 0.01. Okay. So yeah, so let's go back to, so these are the rules. This is just some examples that I was going to share, but you guys got the whole thing live. So these are the rules that I was just sharing. So I hope you guys got it. If anything, take a screenshot of this if you guys want. These are the rules. So take a quick little picture of it. So line chart, spot structure, price needs to break and close. For a buy, 50 EMA, yellow line has to be below. For a sell, 50 EMA has to be above. Split positions into 3 orders, TP1, TP2, TP3. All the positions have 50 pip stop loss. And you guys got the whole strat in regards to that. Now, swipe coin, guys, I send all the XRP trades. I believe I think my record so far for the year, I think I'm 27-5 with 3 break evens. So we're very accurate with our setups, and I strongly recommend that you guys use the right risk management, even if we've been very, very accurate, because it's really, really important to understand that. So these are some examples, guys. We catch hundreds and hundreds of pips with the scalper. It's just you guys getting educated. Now, in regards to a portfolio, once you guys generate these profits, I'll be showing you guys with more calls that we do with the team and, you know, on my go lives and different sessions I do for the company, I'll be showing you guys once you've already generated your rank, generated some profits, how to create a portfolio at the right times so you guys could get involved and invested and have obviously a good heavy hedge in the market so you guys could go long. But where do I do all my investing? I go on pro.coinbase. Pro.coinbase is where I do all my investing. I store cryptocurrency on my ledger. And we'll be doing more sessions, but this is a little bit more advanced. Once you've done the whole side, investing is kind of towards the end of the generational wealth cycle that I taught you guys. And then my sessions are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, so if you want to get a little bit more, if you want to go a little bit more on this topic of cryptocurrency, swipe coin, the scalper, Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, I go live. Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Easterns, Friday at 12 p.m. Easterns, and Sundays, for everyone that speaks Spanish, I'm bilingual. I teach on Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern in Spanish. So Ledger is really, really important. I see you guys wanted me to cover it. Ledger is where I store all my cryptocurrency. It's a way for no exchange or anybody to actually access your cryptocurrency. A good story, which is actually real, that happened to me. Since I'm a big cryptocurrency advocate, on social media, I was a target. I was actually a victim. People tried hacking me, and they hacked my cell phone. They actually called T-Mobile, and they impersonated me and switched my phone number to someone else's SIM card, trying to access all of my cryptocurrency. They accessed my bank accounts. They accessed my Instagram, my Facebook, everything, trying to get to my cryptocurrency. But all my crypto was on a ledger. So it's off the grid. It's off the internet. I mean, look at it as the safest bank account you could have for cryptocurrency. And I strongly recommend that you guys put here. I mean, personally, I have a big portfolio in this ledger, and it's the safest way to save all of your cryptocurrency, because it's not that I don't trust Coinbase or Pro Coinbase. I just like understanding that I'm in control of my funds. Now, if you lose it, it doesn't matter because it's not stored in that USB. Cryptocurrency, all you're really storing is a signature, just like when you write a check, and you're telling the network that you are the owner of X, Y, and Z Bitcoins, X amount of XRP, X amount of these coins. So nothing's ever really in that ledger. I always get that question, what happens if I lose it? Well, you're good. I mean, if you lose it, you just buy a new one, you call the company, you tell them your secure 18 key password, and they'll give you your ledger with all of your cryptocurrency back with your signatures. But strongly recommend you guys get the ledger, not to scare anyone about hacking and all this stuff, but we do live in a cyber world right now where it's best to be protected, especially if you guys have cryptocurrency and you know where the value is going to be in the future. So last thing I'll cover for those of you guys, just log in a Swipecoin to have all of the data that I just gave you guys. We have a Swipecoin course that Crypto Picasso made. I created a boot camp. I created a crash course. I also created something called Swipecoin 101 to get educated about all the cryptocurrency. Just log into the app, download the app, log into it. Under videos, I have all the courses, both in English and in Spanish with me and Crypto Picasso. And that's where you'll find the trades. We also have a chat where we update you if the trade is valid with the scalper. And that's pretty much everything. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask away. If not, I'm just going to pass it back to you, Steve. And let me know if you want me to cover anything else. But that's about it, my man. Let me see. I got to unmute you. Boom. I just unmuted you.
Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, guys. If you got some value from that, drop the number 500 in the chat if you guys got value from that today. And I just want to show you guys a little something. Don't try to hack me, all right? Don't try to hack me. By the way, Nick, I don't. We never talked about this, but you know, me and one of the original people that went platinum 150 when I went platinum 150 started with me, Greg Briette, soon to be platinum 2000. We started because of crypto. We saw there was this wave coming. You know,
You told me. I remember.
So, dude, it was like, man, you know, and I see it coming, and it's like, guys, I mean, the wave, it's gonna be here. And a lot of these guys weren't here, bro. When that last wave happened that went into 20 grand, it was like you blinked and it went to 20 grand.
Yes, something I'll share is just like, and no recording or any of this, because I don't want to get in